forever. I think, South Korea, the life of what South Korea, that was shortly after the Korean War came. They were still really good pretty well at that time. And you look at the Middle East, these people are brutal out there. And I think we had a problem with the southern border and the northern border. People are forgetting about the northern border. It's easier to step across from Canada than it is here because we have so many people on the southern border right now. But and I think it's all by design. They push as many people up to our border and send them across to overwhelm our immigration system. And I have an immigration dilemma myself and my family right now. My son-in-law is stuck in the UK. He's waiting on his I-130 visa, which is a green card.
Hey everybody, this is Ben Carnevale from Sun City Livestreams. I'm here at Sam Williams, who is running for Congress, his meet and greet. He's having tonight here on Great American, right across the street from the destroyed, now no longer available stadium there for the who the hell was it? Baseball team that was here, and Cohen Stadium rather. And Mr. Sam Williams is running for Congress here in El Paso, and he has a meet and greet tonight. We're going to go in there and listen to what he has to say to some constituents in El Paso here. So join me and let's hear what Mr. Sam Williams has got to say.
Is that going to keep everybody down? No, it's going to slow them down. That's the idea. We want to slow this down. So I've written a plan up, a simple plan that we can stop the flow coming out of Central America. We're going to have to get with Guatemala, and diplomatically, it should be fairly easy to accomplish, but it'd take about 3 brigades to secure the Guatemala and Mexican border. I don't want to deploy troops anywhere. I've been deployed. I know what it's like. But we've got to do something to take this load off the guys on this end. The only way we can do that, unfortunately, is going to be with some type of military action to stop it. Because we have to cut the head off the snake. Unfortunately, because the Mexicans are having just as much problems with these same people. Yet they have more internal problems than we do. And that, to me, is they're not going to stop enough to make a difference. And we're still getting about 1,000 people a day, from what I understand right now, through the El Paso sector. No, and you're absolutely right. People don't realize that the border wall doesn't cover much of the border. Now, the Big Bend area, terrain will not allow you to put a wall up there. It's not possible. I mean, it's probably possible, but the amount of money and stuff they would work to protect from the destruction to that area of the ocean is not worth it. Because if you're swimming the river, we got a lot of people right now that are drowning down south because they're trying to come into the United States. Let's put alligators in that river. That's everybody said that. I mean, you and I both know that there's a way for us to stop it, but it's not exactly going to go good for the rest of the world. It's not politically correct, and I'm not going to say it because I'll get beat into the ground over it. But I really think that as a community we come together. El Paso, most of the people I talk to, they're conservative. They really are. But they're stuck. Because it's been status quo for the last 56 years here in El Paso. We haven't had a conservative or Republican congressman in federal office for this area in 56 years. I'm 55 years old, and there's people in here that are a little bit older than that too. But think about it, we were all kids the last time somebody with a conservative mindset was actually representing El Paso. And that really is. And can't take it for what the news media is doing either. Because everybody's only giving you a portion of what's going on. Earlier this week, I was out in Flint, and I burnt my head. Wasn't thinking about wearing a hat. It was really pretty hot out there. But what I saw, and I talked to the farmer that lived across the street, and we had a place to park and stuff, and we went here and we had a holiday protest. Driving out of his street, which is wrong. It's not their property, but they go out and turn around and tear his property. Well, anyway, he was telling me that what he saw was completely different from what what was being put out on the congressional delegation put out. That congressional delegation came out and slammed our board for doing their job. They don't all have the resources. That facility out there is designed to hold 106. And it's not just original design isn't for 200 people. It's all in. And they're only supposed to be about 24 to 28 hours. But right now, every facility we have is full. That's why you see people that get semi-vetted and get dumped at bus stations and everywhere else. And I have a problem with that too. What people don't understand is they're not being fully medically screened. We don't know what diseases are there. We're starting to see things now pop up that have been gone since we were kids. Measles, mumps. The thing is, and there's diseases here, the same people that are coming up here, they can get from us that we're already immune to too. That we have a natural immunity by living here. Right? They're not immune to it. They come up here, they get sick. That's what happened to those kids. They caught something on the way up. They killed them. It wasn't because of our border patrol. They didn't try to help them. Those guys work hard every day, and they need as much help as they can get. But we have to support them the right way and get the truth of everything that's going on out there. Because there's only half the story that you're getting on the news. I don't know who all was out there this week. I know Debbie was.
I think there. I was there.
Yeah. I'm open for any questions. My cell phone number is on the back of these cards. I will talk to anybody. I try not to talk to conservatives out there. I try to talk to the opposition and find out where they were coming from. But there's a few questions you can ask them that you'll get crickets out of. Because they're talking about, okay, we're holding kids in jail. Right? People don't look at it as these children came here unaccompanied. Okay, so now do we know where they're from? The kid may not know exactly where he's from. So how do we send him back? It's been a rock and a hard with that. If we turn the kids loose and put them on the street, now they get scooped up and they can be trafficked. Something's going to go wrong. We all know it. Somebody's going to try to exploit this children. So they're in a better place by keeping them in that facility than where they came from. I don't know how many people have been in Central America or South America and see, but it's an extremely poor place. But economically, it's economically suppressed. But that's not a reason for asylum either. That's not within our asylum laws at all. And that's what we're hearing people like Veronica Escobar, Robert Francis O'Rourke saying, that we need to take care of everybody else, but we got to take care of our people here at home. We got people that sleep on the street. Now, granted, there are a lot of veterans I know that are on the street, but they want to be out there. So a lot of them just don't want to be part of the system. And last time I was thinking about something during the last election, we were talking about it is to get some of the vets off the street. We have all this housing in Fort Bliss. For us, it's a simple problem. We can put those vets in that housing, get them the treatment they need from the VA, because now we have control of where they're at. They live in the housing, they work, keep the landscape up, cleaning, installation, those things. These guys have already worked in the military, pay them a small salary for being there and take care of them back on their feet, so they move back into society the right way. Because when you come back from war, you're not ready for being back here. You're really not. I mean, your mindset changes immensely. It could be, I'm still working on it, I guess. My wife can tell you, my temper used to be about that long. I mean, it took nothing to set me off. Now, through some of the treatment programs from the VA and, all that, psychiatrists and things that are necessary to get through the PTSD portion. It's the same thing. We've had PTSD forever, but it's all just because you've had a traumatic experience. But I want to bring this community back together. I've worked on some stuff, trying to take care of some stuff at the local level, and we can still do that. We need to. We need to get rid of our city man. That money. But think about this: if the man was fired for ethics violations in Arlington, what do you think he's doing here? What, yeah, 72% pay raise in 4 years. How many people in this room got a raise like that? None of us. None of us are going to get that kind of pay raise. I don't fault, you can't fault the man for negotiating the contract, but we can't fault the people that are calling themselves leaders, that are actually our employees, negotiating that contract and trying to hide it. You know, that's the thing. Everybody talks about transparency of government. You're not going to get full transparency. We all know that. It's not going to happen. There's things that they can't be put on the street, but when it affects everybody in the city, they should be putting that out. And I see it from the municipal level all the way through our system. Everybody is trying to cover something up or better themselves, but not you. That's not their job. It's like I said at the beginning of this, my job is to send you the legislation and ask you, how do we vote on this? What do we do with this piece of legislation? Do we want it or do we want to kill it? The other issue we run into in Congress is anybody can go to house.gov and look up all the bills. Or congress.gov. You look up the bills. I do this frequently, and my wife gets mad at me because I'm zoning out and I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to do. She'll be the first one to tell you to, but I love her to death. I want to do the right thing for the country. I worked under 5 different presidents. Whether you like the president or you don't like him, you still have to support that guy because he got elected, he's in that office, and if he fails, we fail. You know, that's the problem. If they let, and this is what we see in Congress right now, we see it with the House and the Senate. They stonewall each other, and then they stonewall the president. He's trying to do the right thing. I don't agree with all his policies, and none of us will ever agree on everything. He has been getting a lot done, a lot more, but the thing is, even executive orders, right? They have no teeth. They don't have any money with them. That's the problem. He's still got to go to Congress and get that funding.
Where are our congressmen supporting our army? Where are they?
They're not. They've lost their spines.
Yes.
That's the problem. Everybody is afraid to say what needs to be said. Now we have a president that maybe he says too much sometimes. You know, he's.
I get what he talks.
But he got hired to do a job. He's doing the job he was hired to do. But he has no support to do the job. A lot of people don't know that we have legislation. The House passed legislation in December to keep the government from being shut down. Actually, Mitch McConnell's the guy that stopped it. He's got to go too. Because we have a lot of people. This has nothing to do with us. We need these people to be working and do their jobs. But like having a congressional delegation go through these facilities. How much money did that cost the taxpayers? Them to get on, and it was all a photo op. Yeah, but they're not going to do anything. When have they actually done something? You can promise the world, but without support, you're not going to get that piece of legislation through. The other issue I see with the legislation is a lot of these bills will never stand on their own, but they keep the system bogged down with garbage bills on workers because it ties up the floor, so the legislation we need doesn't get out there. They also leave the bill open-ended. I think if a bill can't stand on its own merits, kill it. It should not be. If it can't stand, rewrite it, make it stand. But that's the problem that we have. They start adding amendments to it, or pork, as they call it in Washington, right? So by the time they get all this stuff to where it will pass, the original bill has no use. It's not even being funded where it needed to be. The other thing I see is most of us in this room are approaching or already able to get Social Security or getting close. So let's think about this.
It's only for yourself.
Right. They take, I think it's between $130 and $150 out of the Social Security check to pay for Medicare.
138.
Okay. Well, actually, I'll let you know how much it is too. But I didn't know this until my father passed.
Maybe you get 2 pensions. They pay $400.
Right.
Because of the waiver.
Yeah, and that's
Work
ridiculous.
it out.
That's your money. That's our money. We paid into that system. Now, at 65, or whenever you go on Medicare. Because they're forcing people like us that are retired military, right? I have medical care through the VA and through the Army. Now I pay for this through TRICARE, I pay for that. And it's very cheap. Yeah, it's only about $600 a year now. Something like that. TRICARE. Okay, but at 65, I have to turn around and then go back and get Medicare as well. So all they're doing is you have to show that at the VA, you have to show that at William Beaumont if you go to the doctor. Why are we moving money around? We're not doing anything. We haven't fixed anything. But why are you having to pay for your health insurance at 65 when you pay more in Medicare tax than you did into Social Security? Just look at a pay stub. It'll tell you you're paying more for Medicare than you are Social Security. And why is Social Security taxed? It's a tax. What, Dave?
Why is Social Security part of the budget?
It should be. It's a trust fund. It shouldn't be in the budget.
But it is. Why?
Because they're trying to bamboozle us. A lot of things, if you go back and look at the original concept of Social Security, it was designed for like a retail market, people working in a service type industry because we usually didn't have a retirement. Now it has morphed over the years to be for everybody. But you used to be able to opt back when it first came out, you could opt out of it. Now most people didn't back in that time because the depression was just getting over, and these things were designed to help people get back on their feet. Because I honestly think that Franklin Delano Roosevelt messed this up a lot because of the social programs. Because those weren't supposed to be permanent programs, but they became permanent. They're not a right, though. But they say that they're entitled. I'm entitled to it. We're not entitled to anything other than what we do ourselves. No, it wasn't. It was a supplement. You can't live on Social Security. There's no way.
Yeah, they do what they do. What, $700 a month?
I don't know what the.
I've heard people making $300. Well, that's worth it.
I think it's about 1,200 is where it's the max, $1,300. But by the time they hack it up for Medicare, Part B, Part C, whatever they're taking out, yeah, you start losing a lot of money fast. And there's no way that a lot of our seniors can pay for that. If they weren't frugal with their money early in life and saved a lot, they'd be suffering really bad today. We can't do that either. Our seniors, we need to take care of our senior population, and we need to take care of the up-and-coming population. Everybody in between. Well, you don't come from right? You see?
That's very uncivil.
I honestly believe that as a community, they start talking to people and get them to understand what the government, all these programs are doing together. Because what was created in the especially in the 60s, was a dependent class of people. It doesn't matter whether they're black, white, green, yellow, wherever. The problem is this dependent class, the government depends on this class to stay in office. And just like when the government wasn't involved in student loans were cheap back then. But as soon as the government got into it, they screwed it up. Don't let the government start a program and manage it. Give it to somebody that can actually manage it. But that's what's happening. You got kids that are paying 20% interest on a student loan. Yeah, but a lot of them can't even refinance. And then we need to make it so that if you're going to borrow the money, you're not out partying on that money. Because that happens to a lot of them. That's how they get the big debt. Because they're abusing that system. And the system keeps rolling over and over again. It's over $1 trillion in student debt, right? But you can't just write away. Somebody's got to pay that money back. It's not their money. Just like I went to the bank and bought a car. I don't know how to repossess it. and education, but getting education for gender studies. Why should you be able to finance it? Because it's not it's not going to do anything for society. Engineering, medical, students. Yeah, exactly. And I support the STEM education model. But talk about education in El Paso. Do you guys realize this county overall, the 9 school districts, spends $1.5 billion a year? $1.5 billion of our tax dollars in El Paso County is spent on education. Our SAT scores, our ACT scores are substantially lower than the rest of the country. And we spend more. Miami-Dade, and I did the research on this, and I used Miami-Dade because it was one of the largest school districts in the country. El Paso has 147,000 students. $1.5 billion a year is what we're spending on education. That's the construction budget and everything else. Miami-Dade, 347,000 students. $1.2 billion what we spend on education. Yet they pay their teachers better than we pay them here. It's better benefits. They run their own retirement program for the teachers. And everything's working well. The kids are getting better educated. And that's a low district in Florida because it's so large. But the one county, one district concept, I think we need to go to. Because it's going to stop all this excess property taxes. When you look at your property tax bill right now, in El Paso, the bulk of your bill will be school tax. I think it's over $1 on most people's tax bill per thousand.
Where's
Yeah,
the money in
It's
the
like it's a little over 60% for school tax.
Right. Of your tax bill.
Right. The school district building alone, one is well over
$100 million.
yeah, to run. We got 9 of them.
We got some districts too. And the thing is, it's a student population.
Yeah, see, we need to be up on Moody and get in.
Right, because it's going to take state legislature to fix it. It's not a federal issue, but each one of our school districts goes to the state and lobbies for money.
Yeah.
Everybody that's on that school board is lobbying only for that district. And some of the districts have 800 kids in it. Anthony, I think it is. That's 800 kids from the last time I looked. We're wasting a lot of money. Everybody's complaining how bad the education is. They don't want to see the light. I talked to people. Bill.
You compared Miami-Dade, El Paso to Miami-Dade. Where does Miami-Dade fall in the spectrum of school districts nationwide? Exactly. We're at the bottom of the spectrum. We're not as bad at the bottom, but we're down there.
Yeah, they were in the middle of the country. Overall, with a district that size, I mean, I can imagine them how they're running it because that's just a lot of kids to deal with, a lot of people. That's in Florida.
My brother in West Virginia pays $58 a year in school tax.
Right. And see, that's the thing. Where is this money going? What you're seeing is that every time we build a new neighborhood in El Paso, what do they got to do? They want to build a new school. What? We already got one of those schools. Let's use it. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at the new high school out there on Pebble Hills. And these are $100+ million schools. But why did we build a school just because we built a neighborhood? I understand maybe I could buy on the elementary side of trying to keep the kids a little closer to home than putting a 5-year-old on a bus, because some 5-year-olds start. But we still can't. No, it's not. But because they're saying they don't have the student population, but look at the school buses between all of these school districts. You line all that up. We've got the transportation costs are already there. They're already paying. But you can bring this in, and you also combine the contracts that the school systems have. Each one of these schools has its own contract. They could actually start by merging contracts and start the merging process for schools. Well, the city plan is even more. The city doesn't control anything to do with the school district. Nobody. That's the problem. There's no accountability at the county level on our school district. Yeah, I think the more I read, the more I dig here, it amazes me that we're still functioning. Because the city of El Paso is very close. I think we were number 6 the last time I checked on the bankruptcy list of cities most likely to have to file bankruptcy because of the debt. We'll be over $3 billion this year on the current debt by the time they're done. And all they're building is bus stops, and our streets are.
They're not concentrating on the 4 major
Exactly.
classes. 4
Don't
major
forget the rail
subjects.
cars. Yeah.
Everybody cares about getting, scholarship in play football, basketball, but they're lacking 4 main subjects.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There needs to be a better core curriculum, and as a community, we can establish that core curriculum. That's the way it was supposed to be designed. But
What
we
will
don't
you-
have any say with the school boards. Once they're elected, they do what they want.
What will you do that's different from Escobar?
Number one, I actually try to provide solutions to problems. Because all we hear her do, I've seen her nothing but protests.
Yes.
What does that do? There's no substance behind it. You can complain and bitch about everything, but if you don't offer a solution, that's worthless. And I presented a solution for immigration tonight, a simple one. It's a simple plan. It is doable. It's going to cost us some money. I understand that. It's going to cost us to put soldiers where I don't want to put soldiers, but I think it needs to happen.
Yes.
It's a start. We've got to start somewhere and get on the right path. We've got to put our country back. And there's no national, everybody says nationalism is a Nazi and all that. The thing is, we don't have any patriotism anymore. I mean, look at everything's anti-American because, we don't like that. It's hurting somebody's feelings. Well, the First Amendment doesn't cover your feelings. I'm sorry. It doesn't. And the thing is, if you look at the Constitution, you understand everything flows back down to the state. Right? Those rights that are in the Constitution are protected. They're supposed to keep us protected from the state on those particular rights. The state, though, can still write whatever is into its Constitution it wishes and can regulate anything it wants. And I don't like that, but that's the way it was set up. That was designed so the states had the power. But we've lost that power in the 17th Amendment.
Are you willing to work with the other side of the aisle so that we can get work done?
Yeah,
Or are you going to
I'll work with
constructive?
anybody. Hey, I'll work with anybody that's willing to work with me too. Because we're not going to agree on every subject. I mean, husband and wife, do you ever agree on everything? Not a chance. It's life. It ain't going to happen. It's usually, the wife wins. We know that. No, I mean, there's always, she wins. My wife always wins. But I really think our biggest problem right now is division. It's like I said, anywhere you go in the world, when you leave the United States, you're an American. They don't care what color you are, what ethnicity you are. Guess what? You're just an American. My daughter experienced that, and in England, the English, they don't really like us. Well, I wonder why. Yeah, Dave.
If you get elected, will you bring charges up against the borough here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
If we can dig into it and dig the information out, we can. Because there's something that came out today, and granted, the Washington Examiner's more of a rag than anything else. A lot of conjecture in there or opinion. But they came out today and said something about that we have Congress people coaching, sending people to Mexico to coach people on how to use our immigration system against them. We know this is true even farther south. These caravans were organized by billboards in Guatemala.
Who's funding it?
It's across the board. I would say that right now, because you think about it, immigration is our biggest issue right now on the national stage. But it's been a big issue since Reagan was president. This is when this started. Now, Reagan did something that was a little different. He did amnesty, which I think we can't do because we're paying for it, and now we got people that are going to be fed on the system again, and we can't do that. So amnesty would be out of the question. I don't think amnesty is the way to do it. We could offer some of these, like the DACA kids, the little guys, well, you could, but I mean, just because this kid didn't know where he was from to begin with, we could give them permanent resident status. I'm not talking about citizenship, because the law says that if you enter the United States illegally, you cannot be a U.S. citizen. Period. It's the HCFR says it. Anybody can pull it up and read it. It's not the most enjoyable reading. It's very boring. And if you don't come to a port of entry, we have no obligation, I think, as a country, to take care of it. Just as you're in another bad situation, you're going to come into a port. That's not my problem. It's your country.
I say those that how many families shall we assign you?
I asked that question out in Clinton. I probably asked 50, 75 people, somewhere in that range. I asked them, I said, if you could today, would you take one of these children home with you? I found 2 people that said yes. 2. They were, and you know what? They were on our side. They weren't on the protest side. They were on
I can tell you now,
yeah, I mean, only 2 people wouldn't even say that. Most of the time you get crickets. When you ask that question, or you ask them, all right, these kids may touch me. Okay. I just, all this stuff is in my head, rolling around, and I stay up until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, rolling this stuff around. And I'm trying to figure out what we can do to make our life better, and make our country better than what it is right now. Because we're backsliding hard. I mean, that's the bottom line. We're being torn apart from the inside. This has nothing to do with the external threat. And I just want to get into it. Dan Crenshaw is a great guy. I like Dan because he's no bullshit. And you have to stay in that lane. You can't pull on a heartstring and solve the problem. It doesn't solve it. Sometimes the answer is going to take. It's not what people want to hear. I have good people. Can we solve the problems in the world? No. We can't solve all the problems. It's not our job. It's not my responsibility. It's not your responsibility. Our responsibility is to the United States of America. And to our state. That's the responsibility.
So that's it. I think that's a great place to wrap up.
Yeah. But I see it, and Ron has come home. You guys see it. They almost appear staged. Now, Ben, he got lucky and got to get up there and talk this week. He's over there filming. He actually got to say something. What he said was true. And it was said tonight. Where were the Republicans? Where these totals that were coming out?
Now you know that Texas, I sent them a video of Texas washing the valley. I sent you that, right?
One man. We got a whole bunch of Republicans that ain't doing their jobs.
You will be here if you have any questions that you want to ask them personally. Yes. What you know about teachers and the way
That's a good idea.
the windfall
That's
of
what I
the
bring up to Social Security Center. Because I actually heard a teacher talk about that at July, and I did not know that was happening.
It's happening.
We cannot, just because you work for that retirement, right? That's your money. You also pay the money into Social Security. That's your money too. You're depending on both of those income streams to live on.
All right, everybody. That was Sam Williams for Congress. I was watching your comments down below, And let me just do it this way better. Hold on a second. Let me turn this around. That way I can have a conversation with you guys. All right. So that was Sam Williams for Congress there. I saw some comments. Yes, he did run as an independent in 2018. In fact, I was his campaign manager. He was running as an independent write-in. And long story about how, I won't go into the details, but let's just say it was a family issue. Well, I'll just say he lost his father last year, right around the time it was time to register, so he didn't register, okay? But nonetheless, he was an independent. He had signed up for this election to be as an independent on the election. Then he just decided to go over to the Republican Party so he can be in the, he told us that he wants to be in the Republican primary, okay? And if you could scroll down on Sun City live streams, you'll see the short interview with him that we did have. It was the same day that we were out there with Veronica Escobar and AOC. So there's a short few minutes where he made the announcement. And I believe way down further on Sun City live streams, you'll see more of another interview we did with him a while back. And guys, don't have the misunderstanding here. Okay, there's going to be, I know there's a couple other people running for Congress in the Republican Party as well. They haven't listed their names yet. So there's potential to be 4 Republican candidates this year, and Sam Williams is just one of those 4. So let me move this mic. And so yeah, he's just one of the 4. And as you guys were mentioning, Anthony Ajuero is another one. And I do not know the other 2, but I've been hearing rumblings about other two people that were running. We'll find out as the weeks go forward. But I don't know much about Sam's campaign. I am not part of his campaign. I was his campaign manager. In fact, he's still handing out business cards and stuff from last year because he had a whole bunch left over. And you guys know how campaigns are. You got a lot of money. So my name is on there and my face is on there, but I am not officially part of Sam's campaign. I am not a part of Anthony's campaign. In fact, I'm friends with both of these guys. They both asked me to be part in some capacity, and I've refused to do that. I don't want to get in the middle of those two. So what I'm doing is live streaming so you guys can see what's going on here. I intend to live stream all the people who are running for Congress. I just want to have people informed. That's the purpose of this platform, Sun City live streams, because in El Paso, Texas, if you're from El Paso, Texas, then you know the media here is terrible. The media does not tell us anything about politics here at all. It's very, very, very little. So we intend to broadcast as much as we can of the candidates, whether it be Anthony, whether it be Sam, whether it be any of the other 2. And if Veronica Escobar allows us to be out there or wants us to be out there where she's at, we'll broadcast her as well. We just want everybody to be informed. We just want you guys to know what's going on and make an educated vote based on what you prefer from your candidate. Everybody has their good things. Everybody has their bad things. So understand, I am very political in El Paso. I am very active. I'm actually in all levels. But for what we're doing on Sun City live streams, it's designed to give us a platform so that candidates running, whether it be city council, whether it be county judge, whatever it is, give them a platform so we can spread it all over social media, because it's hard to do it. I learned that as a campaign manager last year. There is no platform here. There is nothing here. The media here, like I said, does not help out at all. So we have to come as citizens and take advantage of social media to get that message out for all these candidates so that people can be informed. And of course, if you are from El Paso, you know that we do not have a large voter voter participation rate. Okay, we get about 20% voter participation, and that's really sad, because we have a lot of people that decide not to vote because they don't know what's going on, or they don't care to vote because they haven't seen anything in the news. So we're hoping to try to change that this year and the years forward. And so by the time election time or the primaries come around in May, I believe they're in May or June this year, you guys will be able to go back and look at all these videos and make a decision. I intend to be at the primaries for the Republican Party when they start, But I do intend, and hopefully we can get enough support that we can get a good debate on this Sun City live stream, because I want everybody to hear the candidates. Again, if we rely on the local media to give us debates, we're not going to get it. We won't get the debates, especially in the Republican Party. They won't show any primary debates at all. So if we can put a debate on, and the candidates here all agree to terms, and I'm happy to put on a debate so that each of them can have their time to answer questions, that you guys can submit questions and then we can ask them. So I'm going to work on that. We still got plenty of time to go. It's barely July. Granted, time does fly by. But I tell you, it's going to be it's going to be an interesting ride this year. We'll see who else is going to throw their name in the hat. And if it turns out to be just Sam and Anthony, then we'll have a debate between the two of them, and let's see who the best candidate is. And that's what politics is about, and that's what I think we need here. We need to have more voices, and we need to have more conservative voices, because El Paso is a little bit off balance right now. So, guys, this is Sam Williams for Congress meet and greet, and go back and review it, and you can check out his information on his website is samforep.com, samforep.com, or you can go to his Facebook page. I tagged it, and you can go back and look at his stuff, and that way you can evaluate what you think about him. I won't say too much. Again, like I said, I don't want to seem biased or into anybody or against anybody. I between you guys and me, I like Anthony. He's a great guy. He's a good friend of mine. Sam, he's a great guy. He's a good friend of mine. I almost didn't want to see these two guys go into this primary together, because I don't want to make a decision. I may just not even make a decision in the primary at all. I may just wait till the election. So good luck to both these guys, and whoever else joins, we're going to find out. Again, I know there's two others that are toying around with the idea, but we'll have to wait and see when they register, and when they do, I'm going to be showing them and interviewing them and letting them reach out to you guys as well. That way we can have a whole complete picture of what's going on here. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Again, I'm gonna follow Sam around. I'm gonna follow Anthony around, and we'll see how it goes, guys. All right, please share. Tell your friends that we're doing this here. Tell everybody so they can keep tabs on what's happening. Congress is a very, 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 very special thing that we need to focus on here in El Paso. We never tend to do that. So this year we got to make that change, and we've got to focus. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon again. Sun City live streams. Tell your friends. Bye bye.